this is the VRP introduction and the basic configuration. So this is the objective. So configure the Huawei VRP basic command. Configure the basic attribute of the AC and master the software upgrade method. So I begin on the first content. Introduce the Huawei VRP. So the VRP actually stands for the Versatile Routing Platform. It's one of the OS used by the Huawei. It can support many different types of product. Okay, it's not only fixed to one of the device. Okay, we can use for the Huawei routers, firewalls, switch, and maybe their controller. So they provide the standard TCP/IP routing services as well. So here just some of the brief history of the VRP version. So currently the Huawei, the latest version is reached to the VRP 8. But of course this VRP 8 is not supported for all the device. Okay, it's only for the high-end devices that can able to use the VRP 8. So most of the Huawei equipment is still using the VRP 5. So they can support the component architecture. They have a highest performance when you compare to the previous version, the VRP 1, 2, and 3. Applicable to the multiple type of the Huawei device. Okay, providing the reliable technical such as the GR and the FRR. So the difference between the VRP 8 here, so this one is basically support for those of the multi-process and the component architecture. So when they actually you have the multiple CPU and the multi-chassis. The way for us to log into the console interface, we have many other ways to doing so. So you can either using some other third-party software. Okay, right here they're showing the assembler is using the PuTTY. So we need to understand which is the port is for the console. Okay, so we can just connect it using the console cable. Okay, and then open up with the PuTTY software. So if you want to check what is the currently the port we connected to the controller, it will be very simple. So you just open your search bar. Okay, and try to find the device manager. Okay, currently I'm using the Windows 7. Okay, so from a search bar, after you type the device manager, it will show something like this. So what you need to do is you try to scroll down and look at the port. So after you connected using the console cable, you should be able to find what is the port currently that you connected. Okay, right now I doesn't attach any the console port, so that's why you can't able to see anything from here. But yes, if you are really connected to any console port, you can find the port right here. Okay, remember what is the COM port they're using. Okay, example, I'm using a COM 5. Okay, now using a COM 5. Then now we can start the PuTTY. Okay, don't worry, this software is free. You can always download from a website. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is select this one, become COM 5. Okay, just assume right now I'm using the serial port is the COM number 5. And yeah, this is a serial port. Okay, when we're doing the console connection, you need to make sure currently your connection type is using serial. Okay, don't forget your port number. And then the next one here for the serial, this serial connection. So make sure all the parameter here retain the default. So by default here will show you 9600, 8 data bit, 1 for the stop bit. The parity and the flow control is always none. Okay, then you can click open and start. So press enter until the following information is displayed. So after we successful to doing the console, so for those device is actually first startup. Okay, we actually never configure anything at all, or maybe after we doing the reset. Okay, so we already wipe up all the configuration. So this is the brand new set device without any configure. So it will ask you the password. Okay, so just entering any password you want. Okay, and then confirm again. And this is a command view. So the Huawei command view is very user-friendly. It's easy to understanding currently is belong to what kind of the view. So they're only giving a few different view. The first one, the user view. Okay, user view. So you can see the break-in in the aerospace like this one. Okay, this is what you call the user view. So basically the user view, we can't do much thing. We only using some of the display command on this view to checking the configuration, the command that you already did. And the next one, you can using a command system view. So after we press enter for this command, it will bring you to the system view. So you can see the bracket swap. They become like this. So we call it as a system view. Or we can call this is the config view. So this config view allow us to enable the protocol, and you can do a lot of the configuration from here. Okay, so this is the system view. And the next, we have interface view. So this interface view, you just need to type the command interface gigabit Ethernet, and then followed by the port number. Depend on which of the port number you want to touch it. Okay, so just press enter, then you bring it into the interface view. Okay, so this is called interface view. Right now we already entered the interface view. If you want to exit from this interface, so we can use a command called quit. Okay, so the quit will bring you back to the previous view. Okay, this is an interface. It will bring you back to the system view. So from this system view, we type in again this one, WLAN. So this WLAN can enable the WLAN view, bring us enter to the view here, and you can start to doing all the configuration on this view. So this is where the place we set up the VRP profile, the SSID, and also the service VLAN. Okay, so we have few different view here. The user view will be the layer number 1. System view, layer number 2. Interface, WLAN view is belong to layer number 3. Then we also have some of the help key. So just in case that you have some of the command you can't able to remember. So don't forget to using the question mark. So this question mark can always help you in this kind of situation. For some of the command you can't able to remember, or what actually is the command we can actually use on this interface. So after you type the question mark, it will show you all the available command. And you also can try to do some partial help. Like example, right now I do the display AP. And I don't know what is the command I can do on the next one. So you can put after the AP, right? Remember they have a space in between. And then give the question mark. So now it will show you all the possible command that you can able to enter here. So you can check. Okay, this continue for the partial help. So maybe for some of the command, you can't remember the full content. So you just remember maybe 1 or 2 of the word. And yeah, you can just put the D in front here, then followed by the question mark. So they will show you some of the possible command. Okay, like, are you refer to the debugging or delete? Okay, this is for some of the fast access. So if you feel it's quite lazy to type all the sentence, so you just need to type some of the keyword in front. Like example here, typing the info dash. So after the info dash, we can press the tab key. So after we press the tab key, you notice they automatically come out the sender. Like now, I already do the info sender space and then L. Okay, now I press a tab. Then you show you the log buffer. If you keep continue pressing, then you show another possible command, log file, log host. Okay, maybe I can try to show you some of the command here. And I'm actually using the Huawei software. This software is actually called the ENSP. Okay, so ENSP, the software, also available inside the Huawei official website. You can download from there. Okay, so this is my switch that I take out just now. Okay, so right now I'm actually inside the user view. So from this user view, I can using SY. And I want to try out the tab key. Okay, I'm using the tab. So it will automatically help me to fill up the rest of the command. Now become the system view. Okay, if I'm going to continue press tab again, what will happen? That's mean it's only have one for the system view here. Okay, so this is a system view. And if I want to press again, okay, let me follow the info center. Okay, info center, I press a L. And I didn't know what's the command next that I can do. So you can either using the partial help, put the question mark. So they'll ask you, are you actually refer to the locker, log host, or log buffer? Okay, so you can keep pressing the tab button, the key. Okay, they have you to search for some of the possible command. Okay, you can keep repeating doing so. Don't worry, for this kind of the tab button, they won't have you to key in anything until you press the enter buttons. If the command enter and press the syntax check, and the check is correct, otherwise the system will report an error message. So don't worry if you key in some of the unrecognized command. So the system will try to correct you. They'll point you the direction where is the command is have the mistake. Then you have to correct it. So like example, I will try doing command display XYZ enter. So it will show me the command, the unrecognized command found at this position. So there's no such command at here after the display. So that means my first command here is correct, but my second command is wrong. So we have to correct this place only. So I just press the up arrow key, repeat, remove the command that I done just now. Then I try using the help key. So the help key is a question mark. So we can actually try to check what is a possible command that we can enter from here. All right. Then the next one, configuration basic AC attribute. Telnet based on the CRI. Configuration roadmap is as follows. We can log in to the AC through the console interface. Okay, we can configure the AC system name, the management IP address, and also configure the Telnet services. So we have to doing this one first. After we doing the console success already, what we need to do, always remember rename your system device, the device name, because if you never rename it, what will happen? Because for most of vendor, the system name, they're all using their own vendor names. So when you have so many vendor, I mean the same product is already deployed in your environment, the company, so it might make so confusing. So to prevent this kind of confusing, it's better to rename your device. So like example, the controller, you just put, oh, this is my controller number 1 or controller number 2. Okay, this is just some example, of course. Okay, don't forget put your management IP address. So log in through the AC through the console port. So now the first step, you can using the command called sysname to rename your controller. Okay, like right now, the default name for the Huawei system is using the Huawei, and this is not the name that I want. So I enter to the system view here, I type the command sysname, and I try to change the name. So this is my AC controller. Okay, just assume this is 6005, and I put this controller at the floor maybe number 3. Okay, you can just do it by this way to rename it. So you notice the name from Huawei here is already changed to the AC 600543. And the next one, they have one is called management interface. So have to take note, this management interface cannot able to configure any the service access. Okay, it's just purely for telnet purpose. Okay, so from there you can assign the IP address. Okay, so we can actually enter to some of the interface. Okay, example, I go to, oh, this is my switch. So my switch have no, yeah, okay, let me check. Okay, this is my management interface. Interface 001. Okay, so this is my management interface. If I want to configure the IP address, I have a few ways to do that. So like the very traditional way. So I can actually doing this. 255.255.255.0. Oh, sorry, I have some error. Too many dots. Okay, like this one. Okay, this is some of the example. Display this. So this is the IP address I entered just now. Or I can using the more easier way. Let me remove my IP address. Okay, I can actually doing this way. 10.10.10 space 24. Okay, instead going to using the decimal like this. Okay, I just put 24 and then press the enter. So the Huawei system will automatically help us to convert become the dotted decimal. Okay, in this format. Okay, so there's actually have many ways for us to configure for the IP address. Okay, now we already have the IP address and we already in changing the name of the sysname. Then now you can try to enable the telnet using the command here. The telnet server enable, and go to the AAA and remember to configure the account. So this is the account name and your password. So this is a username and your password is here. Then again, typing the same command line, the local user Huawei. So for this user account, they only can use for doing the telnet. And we're giving the purge level 15. In the Huawei purge 15 is the highest one. Alright, after you assign this one, so they can do whatever you want. But of course, you must give the correct password. Then quick, go to the user interface. So this is the place we enable the telnet. So remember to doing this protocol inbound. Okay, so this is the configuration for we doing on the telnet. Okay, authentication. So the authentication for telnet, we can using non-authentication, AAA, and also the password. Of course, using the AAA is more secure. We can create a different user account with a different privilege level. Then you can do in the telnet. Telnet followed by the IP address. So you see they'll ask you the username and the password. So to checking the configuration, we can always using the display command. So like example here, I have the display user, display the user interface console 0. So that's means they have how many people are doing the console. All right, how many local user and the access user. For login through the telnet, you only have this variable command. You can either using display user or display telnet server status. And the next one is the SSH based on the web. So this is a roadmap. Log into the AC through the web. Configure the telnet service. So of course using the web is much more simple. So we just need to make sure we can able to access the web. Okay, putting the username and the password, try to access. So now we can go to the maintenance here. Okay, on the top here, just look at this maintenance, and then entering to the AC maintenance. So from these places, go down and create on this, the administrator. So administrator, we need to create the new account. So we create on this, create. So now we have to create the administrator. So from here, giving your username, your password, double confirm your password, and what is the access level for your account. And then the access mode. So this user account can support what kind of access? HTTP, the SSH, FTP, Telnet, Terminal, or X25 pack. Okay, after everything is done, then we click OK. So once we already configure this one, now we can try to perform the SSH connection. But this one we have to enable, like example, I want to using my switch. Okay, this is my switch. If I want to using my switch to SSH to my controller, so you have to enable this SSH client first time enable. Okay, you have to enter in this command, or else the SSH will be failed. Okay, then the last one here is the AC and the AP software upgrade. So to upgrading the AC, so we have many ways to do that. So the very traditional way, we can using a console connection. So using a CRI to command the AC to download it. We can either using the FTP, okay, or the SFTP. So the AC will go into FTP to the server here and get those of the resource to upgrade the software. So first, we can using a command, display version. So using the display version, you can able to check currently what is the version that you're using right now. Okay, so from here you can see the very less information because this one is just a simulator, so you can't able to see much information. Okay, of course for the real device, you can see even more. Okay, to show you the uptime, okay, the memory size, and the MPU version information. We can use the display device to check, okay, those of the available port happening to our device. To doing the FTPs will be very simple. So we just need to install some of the software, or maybe you can just using the laptop, okay, become the FTP server. And you need to make sure the AC and your laptop is actually is connected, so they can able to access each other. Then you can do the FTP. So remember to enable the FTP server on your laptop in order to perform this connection. We can using a startup system software. Okay, startup system software. So you have to put the right name that you download. Like example, I already download the system software from the Huawei support website, and you need to follow exactly the keyword, okay, .cc. So after you're doing this, so then the next startup system software will be same as the file name that you type in just now. And then reboot. Because after we're doing this one, we change the next startup system software, right? They won't immediately help you to upgrade the system. So you have to do the manual reboot. Okay, so after using command reboot, after reboot, then you take the effect. For the AP upgrade method, we can using the AC mode. We can try using the FTP or the SFTP. So we have three ways to do that. So the AC mode means I'm going to upload all the AP software into my AC first, and then I'm using my AC to push all the system software to the AP. Or I can using the FTP. Mean this is my AC. Okay, I mean right now for the FTP and the FTP. Okay, I have my AP right here. So they have some of the L2 or maybe L3 connections. So here they have one of the server. Okay, the FTP server. So they're actually going to download. I already put the FTP mode. So what I'm going to do here is the ACs already have a configuration. After I press the commit button, so they're going to ordering all the AP, going to download the system software from the FTP. So the AP actually using the direct connection to the FTP here and download. Okay, I mean for the FTP mode. In the AC mode, the AC mode is doing the reverse way. If you're doing the reverse way, mean first the AC will try to download all the resource from the FTP, download to the controller first, and then the AP will try to download from controller. Okay, so there are two different ways. Okay, AP upgrade methods. Upgrade of a single AP. Okay, we can upgrade the system software based on the AP one by one, or we can base on the AP type. So only the same AP model we're going to upgrade at the same time, or we can base on the group. So the AP group, we can try to group the different AP in the same group. Okay, name the group A, group B, or maybe the group C. So right now I only want to upgrade the group A AP. So you also can base on the group and doing the upgrading. Okay, of course we also can do the batch upgrading for everything. Okay, instead of doing the type based on the group, we also can select all the AP and upgrade at the same time. But please make sure the system software must be supported by the AP. If you're downloading the system software, it doesn't match with the AP, it doesn't work. Okay, so you need to make sure the system software is matched with your current AP product. Okay, here is some of the command line for us to doing the AP upgrade through the FTP. So just entering to the control there from the WLAN view using the command AP update mode /FTP. Then using the display AP type all. So right here they will show you all the type ID inside the WLAN. Then the next one, configure the FTP server. So AP update FTP server. Because right now I'm doing the FTP mode. So that means currently all my AP connected to the FTP directly. It's not downloading from the controller. It's downloading from the FTP. Okay, so this is my AC. Okay, so this is some of the network AP. So they connect to the LAN area. So it can be L2 or L3. And then this is connecting to the FTP. So you need to tell to the AP, right, where to find the FTP server. Because the AP, they have no idea where is the FTP server. So you have to pinpoint where is the IP address. Okay, so then the AP will know how to download the resource from the FTP. Okay, don't forget, some of the FTP, they might putting the username and the password. So you have to put the correct username and the password in order to download the file. So when using the FTP mode, ensure the AP can communicate with the FTP server. If the AP cannot communicate with the server, it's no way for you to download it. Okay, please make sure all the routing, okay, or maybe the inter-VLAN connection, if they belong to the layer 3 network. Display AP all can use to check right now your AP right is in what kind of status. So they show you right now is in the downloading. Okay, they try to download those of the system software, the process. Okay, with using this command, you can check even more detail. Display AP update status all. So they show current progress. Okay, 34%, 42%. When you're done, you can see the state will become normal. The previous one they show you in the state is called DLOAD, stand for download. Why is stand in a download? Because right now the AP performing the downloading the system software from the FTP server or maybe from our controller. So when you're doing the display, you notice right now they're actually in the progress of downloading. Only when fully download all the system software, then you can check again your AP status now to back to normal. To rebooting an AP from the controller. So now, if you want to reboot the AP, right, you don't need to go to the AP there and close the power supply. So we can directly control from the controller. So you need to understand what is the ID used by your AP. So you just put AP reset with the AP ID. And we also can base on the type. Only the same model of the AP will be rebooted. The different model won't be affected. And the next one, AP reset, AP group. So only the AP in this group will be affected. The rest of the AP, they won't reset. Or we actually can reset all the AP at the same time. You just put the command all. Display AP run info AP ID 0. So right now I just want to check all the information of specific AP. So this is my AP ID number 0. So I know what is the model they are using right now. Okay, the country code, the software version, you can check from here. If the software version is already outdated, go try to upgrade. Okay, they show you the BIOS version, the manufacturer, the software vendor, the uptime, IP address, gateway, DNS. And the last is a web. So the web is pretty simple. So we just go to the maintenance, AC maintenance, and select AC upgrade. So if you want to upgrade the controller, you just access to the web and then load. Load means I'm going to load the file that I download from my laptop, okay, my PC. I want to upload to the controller. So you just click on this. So after click, then you can upload. Okay, you can choose. Okay, you can see the current system software. So this one with the system software, the currently using one. And restart. This device restart may cause the configuration file be lost. So every time if we want to doing a restart or reboot, you suggest to save all the configuration first, okay, before we doing a reboot. For upgrading the AP in the AC mode. So if we want to doing the AC mode upgrading, so first you have to upload all the system software file to your controller first. Okay, because later on all the AP will download the source directly from the controller. It's not from the FTP server. So now we go to the AP maintenance here. Enter the AP upgrade. So from the upgrade mode here, we select AC. And then now from your laptop, you can actually press the upload here. Okay, remember upload the file that you want to your controller and then apply. Then your controller will start to download all the file from your laptop. For the upgrade, we can do in the batch upgrade. So how to doing so? You can create. Okay, so first we create. Now you can base on the AP type. So mean only the same model of the AP we're going to upgrade at the same time. Because I recommend doing by this way because for those kind of system software, they all will be fixed to the certain AP type. Okay, so don't using this system for another product. Okay, or else they may have some errors. Upgrade status is actually located beside here. When you go to the AP maintenance, AP upgrade, it's just right beside only the upgrade status. So after we done all of those already, you can go to the upgrade status and check. The upgrade is successful. So now the AP is going to restart. Okay, they show you all the current status right now. Okay, and this is the main page. So we can click on the icon, the monitoring, so you can check all the AP. Okay, there's how many is AP is already up and what's the status right now. Whether it's normal or fail, they will show you the status. To doing a reboot, you can go to the AP maintenance, AP restart. Okay, so from here, you can select those of the AP that you want to restart. based on a specific AP and then click restart or restart all at the same time. So with using the web page, it will be more easier for you to do the reboot. Okay, that's all for this the CRI configuration and also the web configuration. Okay, this is summary here. The Huawei VRP basic command, I already showed you some of the command lists available in the Huawei. The basic AC attribute, and the last one is the way for doing the upgrading software.